Hello there, and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. It's another wet and very windy day here today, isn't it? The wind has been absolutely battering, hasn't it? I don't know if it has where you are. Maybe you're watching it in some, nice conditions in another country, possibly. Let me know where you're catching my updates from in the comments there below. But it's another Rumours Round Leeds video. Obviously, it's international break now, another international window. I think it's the last of the season, perhaps, or at least the last, obviously, until the new year now. So Leeds don't play for another 10, 11 days, 11 days or so as of recording. So we've got to fill up that time. I suppose it's not so bad now. Rumours are dripping in, aren't they, as we get closer to the January transfer window. So I think I brought you the first Rumours Round Leeds last week. There was a couple of Rumours Round Leeds videos on for you last week. And there's another one here today. So, yeah, in the international window, I might round up the international lads playing. There are a few, obviously, quite a number of them for Wales, but I don't know yet. So, forgive me if I don't update you until a preview comes out for the Rotherham game. But I'm pretty sure there'll be rumours flying around, and I'm trying to do like a scouting report as well, for players that I think we should be going for in a certain position in January. So I'll probably fly that one out before the preview for Rotherham comes. But let's get into these rumours we're talking about. So we're talking about first and foremost Joe Rodon, who I think Ben Davies, his Spurs and Welsh teammate, has been speaking to the press ahead of Wales. So I think the three of our lads are in the Welsh squad for their upcoming qualify. Are they playing qualifiers or friendlies? I don't even know, but I think they're in the squad. He'd been speaking about how happy he is, sorry, for Joe Roden. He said he's one of his best mates in football. He talks a lot to him. He's very happy for him to be playing regular football and find a home, I think he put it. I can't remember exactly what he said. In Leeds United, he's played every minute that he's been on the field as Rodon for Leeds this season. Obviously got sent off at Hull, but I think he's played every minute otherwise, other than the minutes he missed through that game. I think he has anyway. He's played. He's an absolute Rolls Royce of a player anyway, and apparently Leeds have got the option potentially of buying him on a permanent basis. Now Leeds have obviously bought him on a season-long loan from Spurs. Spurs have had their issues defensively, obviously, in that horror show of the game they had last week as of recording against Chelsea. They lost again over the weekend. That's two in a row now for Spurs. And he doesn't have a recall option in his loan contract, which is very very good for us because, like I said, he's an absolute Rolls Royce of a player. Is Joe Roden absolutely fantastic? Other than Joel Perot on Saturday, well, I think he played a massive part. He was almost my man of the match. He was absolutely excellent. He's almost my man of the match most of the times if he's not the man of the match. He was fantastic again on Saturday, really composed, and hopefully we can get this deal done on a permanent basis. If we all hinges on we getting promoted, doesn't it? Really, but Joe obviously is enjoying it at Leeds with his Welsh teammates as well. Um, Davis did speak of that as well. Said it's good that they've got this sort of rhythm going now, but amongst them and playing regularly, obviously, and it's helping his mate Rodon, obviously. But yeah, £15 million apparently was knocked back from by Spurs from Leeds in the summer. Leeds wanted to take him permanently. Apparently, Angus Kinnear has a good relationship with their chairman Daniel Levy, and that's a big reason why I was able to bring in not just Joe Rodon but obviously Jed Spence, I can't wait to see play. To be fair, we're still await his arrival, well, his return from that injury, that long layoff he's had, or it seems to be a long layoff, doesn't it? Only a few minutes against Wednesday, wasn't it? He played, so hopefully we'll see him soon. But apparently, Kinnear has a good relationship with Daniel Levy, so that helped in bringing those two players in. £50 million bid was, I think, Leeds didn't want to pay it. I don't think so. They sort of um, they compromised with a loan move, but report I was reading was saying obviously that was quoted last summer, 15 million with a year less on his contract, with him playing at Leeds for this season. Will we be able to get him for less? Spurs don't seem interested in Rodon, do they? He hasn't got that many games for them since signing from them from Swansea on loan last season at Rennes in France. Doesn't doesn't seem fancied to me. Um, which is strange because he's such a great player, really. But that's our game. He's playing fantastic for us so far this season. And they all say that don't fall in love with a lone player. We did it before, didn't we? A lot of Leeds fans with Ben White. It's the same sort of vibe, isn't it? Here as White. When we got promoted, Ben White was absolutely fantastic. Leeds couldn't sew up a permanent move for him. Obviously, Brighton knocked us back plenty of times, and in the end, he went to Arsenal a season later. I think we've got to get Rodon done, haven't we? We have to. Even this season, just in January, get the money down, pay the money, get him done because he's a big part to why we're up there in in the higher echelons of this division at the moment. But let me know what your thoughts on Rodon are. Will we sign him permanently? Potentially is the talk. Anyway, another man who has played a big part in our you know higher end of the reason why we're at the higher end of this league is, and of course Joe Rodon's defensive partner for the most of this season anyway. And that man, of course, is Pascal Struijk, the Dutch centre back, the big wall. Pascal Struijk, absolutely fantastic this season. Obviously missed Saturday's win against Plymouth with after undergoing a hernia operation. I imagine he might even be missing for the Rotherham match, but let's wait and see. It gives him, like I said, a week and a half or so to get himself fit again and well again for that game. But I won't be surprised to see Pascal missing for the Rotherham away trip. But there is talk, now there's not talk. There's a journalist, Suleiman Ozturk, who's been talking up Pascal Struijk and basically saying to Ange Postecoglou, go and get him. He's very, very good, he's saying. And he's saying also that he expects Struijk to make the step up um, to Premier League, to top division football again in January. He's talking him up basically. We need to shut him down, don't we? Because Pascal has been absolutely fantastic. Obviously, grossly misplayed. Obviously, grossly played out of position by Jesse Marsh last season. Played the majority of it at left back. Really struggled there. Didn't really struggle. He wasn't good enough there, was he? Obviously not natural. He's not a natural left back. He plays at the centre back position. We've seen his quality this season. Obviously too good. This man Ozturk's right. He is too good for the Championship and shouldn't be playing there really. But we just need him to be quiet, don't we? Obviously we know Spurs, like I've said earlier on in the video, they've got defensive problems. Um, but this lad, Suleiman Ozturk, has urged Ange Postecoglou to go and get Pascal Struijk in January. We really don't want that, do we? We want to keep hold of Pascal as long as we can. He was in the provisional squad for the Netherlands at one point. So, yeah, he's obviously known by the Dutch set up there. And, yeah, he's very, very good. He's an absolute wall at this level. It's a bit of a it's a bit naughty to have him in the team. Really, he's that good. Well, he's that good for this this standard. He's too good. He's obviously comfortable at this level now. Played a little bit in the championship when we won it, didn't he? A few years ago, obviously now. those few years in the Premier League. He looked steady at the Premier League level for me. But will he get a move to Spurs? Let me know in the comments there below. But we don't want this. We don't want this at all. And the two lads there we spoke about in this video, we want to keep for a long, long time. Rodon and Struijk have been absolutely fantastic as a pairing. It seems to really, really work. Um, they're both ball playing centre backs, aren't they? Really, but the big lads, they get stuck in. They get not afraid to get a header in and things like this. It's a classic centre backs, aren't they? Really, we need them. Let me know your thoughts in there anyway in the comments there below. Thanks a lot as well for the people that have subscribed over the last sort of few days or so. It's appreciated. Keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing if you're new as well. And thank you as always. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.